Good afternoon, everyone. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day so far. I've got a good one for you today. So, this morning, Justin Trudeau came out, and what did you know? He prorogued Parliament. So, finally, we almost got this guy out. So, apparently he's going to stay in as interim Prime Minister until March 24th, so we still haven't gotten quite rid of him, but seems like Parliament is going to be shut down for a bit. But let's see what the National Post has to say about it. So, from the National Post, and this is from Catherine Levisk and Stephanie Taylor, so thank you for this one. They say, Ottawa. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced Monday morning that he will step down as Liberal leader and Prime Minister, launching a Liberal leadership race that will determine his successor, and he will put Canada's Parliament on pause while the party process unfolds. Unfortunately, he really does not have anybody for Prime Minister. You have Krista Freeland and maybe Mark Carney, and I don't think really Mark Carney wants anything to do with this current Liberal Party right now. He might, in my opinion, he should wait a couple elections just to let everything blow over. And could you imagine a Krista Freeland Prime Minister? Whew, that would be terrible, in my opinion. So they say, Trudeau, who has been facing an internal party revolt over his leadership, said Governor General Mary Simon has granted his request to prorogue Parliament until March 24th, which will put the House of Commons on hold while the Liberals select a new leader to steer the party into the next federal election. Trudeau said, I intend to resign as party leader as Prime Minister after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide competitive process, says Trudeau. He says, this country deserves a real choice in the next election, not in fighting internal battles. Trudeau said he already asked the Liberal Party president to begin the process of replacing him. Yeah, well, at least he let them know before he did this. Now they say it's rumored that Mark Carney and Freeland will be, or put their names in the running, but there's also a couple more out there. Can't remember their names at the moment, so that's great. Trudeau has faced calls to resign from multiple quarters in recent weeks, with his caucus in upheaval after the resignation from cabinet of former finance minister Krista Freeland on December 16th. So yeah, of course, Krista Freeland and Mark Carney would thank Trudeau for everything he's done and wishing him the best on his future endeavors, especially after they asked for his resignation. So, and what future endeavors does Trudeau really have? I mean, he's a failed teacher. Pretty much the WEF might take him, but everywhere else, all the leaders in the world pretty much despise him and think he's a joke. So he said, Trudeau's continues on and says, as you all know, I'm a fighter, and I'm not someone who backs away from a fight, particularly when the fight is as important as this one. Well, you're proroguing Parliament, so you're backing away from a fight, and that is a lie. But I've always been driven by my love of Canada. No, you haven't, now that 25% of Canadians are in poverty. By my desire to serve Canadians and what is best interests of Canadians. You mean going into poverty and increasing inflation and pretty much destroying the links between Canadians. Yep. Trudeau addressed reporters from his residence in Rideau Cottage. And Trudeau refused to disclose any details surrounding Freeland's sudden departure from her cabinet on Monday, after he rudely fired her, pretty much. So, of course, he wouldn't disclose anything. Trudeau says, Krista has been on my side for close to 10 years now. She has been an incredible political partner through just about everything we've done as a government and as a party for the last decade. I had really hoped that she would agree to continue as my deputy prime minister and take on one of the most important files that not just this government, but this country is facing, but she chose otherwise. In regards to what actually happened, I am not someone who is in the habit of sharing private conversations. So it's interesting how he didn't say anything about being finance minister. Just so it sounds like he demoted her to just deputy prime minister. So yeah, he was probably trying to get Mark Carney in as finance minister. So Trudeau has set to face his disgruntled team at a special meeting of the National Liberal Caucus on Wednesday. It hasn't just been internal pressure on the Prime Minister, along with many of his own MPs calling for him to resign. The Liberals have an increasing dire national poll numbers suggesting the party's official status could be under threat. Yeah, I think the last time it was at 16%. Conservatives were at 45%, and Bloc, I can't remember. NDP don't even have a status, I don't think. Maybe they have around 16. But I think what the polling says right now is Conservatives are going to have a majority, and the Bloc Québécois are going to have the leader of the opposition status. So they go on to say, Trudeau's resignation will spark a Liberal leadership race to take his place under Prime Minister and lead the party into 2025 federal election, which is scheduled to happen in October. But because the Liberals only command a minority, the three opposition parties could bring down the government and trigger an election. Well, yeah, and if the NDP actually do what they say they're going to do, then because there's going to be a new leader in March 24th and has to be a throne speech, that means that there will be a confidence vote. And like I said, if the NDP do what they say they're going to do and vote the government down, Conservatives will, and same with the Bloc, then the government will fall and we'll go to an election. So Trudeau said that after a rowdy fall session, removing the contention around his own leadership will be an opportunity to bring the temperature down. Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre said that Trudeau's departure would change nothing. Every Liberal MP in power today and every potential Liberal leadership contender fighting for the top job helped Justin Trudeau break the country over the past 9 years. He said in a video shared on X this morning. So, yeah, pretty much that's true. There's no person in the Liberal Party that could run for leader right now and win against the Conservatives. There's no chance. They might pick up a few seats because what the Liberal voters have said is they like some of their MPs, but they don't like Trudeau. So, but still, like, the blue wave is coming. There's no hope. But what do you think? Will the Liberals be able to keep their party status, or will they fail? And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And this was a little bit of an off-the-cuff video, just off my phone. So there'll be a better, more edited video for you tonight. And other than that, like I said, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.